It has a total value of 37 to 53,200 annually, and the number of offers varies, depends. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for opening this video. And as always, today is another opportunity, another day. It's an opportunity for you to take a chance to move to another country. So today we are looking at the Monash University. We have two key scholarships for international students who are interested into research by master's and PhD, and that's what we are going to look at. So I will take you through the process of applying to these universities. Some universities you don't need to apply, just automatic consideration, okay? But I will detail the explanation for you to understand how to go about these scholarships. But before that, I just want to remind you that in case you are just joining me, welcome to Marijiwo Life Abroad. Here we talk about scholarship opportunities, international conferences or fellowship, and soon international jobs. I'll just take you through my channel. I have done some videos recently. This is one King Fahad University scholarship. I've done another one. This is University of Melbourne. This is Malaysia International Scholarship. And this is for Canada. I think there is another one and other ones as well within US. Some I did for fall semester, spring semester, and we are heading to another academic year. So you may want to look at all of them, and these shorts as well, they are so important. So let me take you back to the opportunities we are going to look at. This is one of the scholarship, the research training program, RTS fees offset. It has a total value of 37 to 53,200 annually, and the number of offers varies, depends. 4 years, 4 rounds per year. So the research training program scholarship are provided by the Australian government to support both domestic and international students undertaking research, doctorate, and research master's degree. As part of this program, active fees offset is available to cover your course tuition fees that will otherwise be payable by the student. So if you have to pay anyone, so this is the benefit, the course tuition fee, and a single overseas student health cover, okay? So that's what the RT fee covers. And of course, for you to be eligible, you must be an Australian in New Zealand, but this is the key, an international student. And you must meet the university admission to research degree, okay? So this one says for domestic students only, meet the Monash competitive scholarship selection process requirements. International students, okay? For international students, this is what you should meet, okay? And meet the Monash English language proficiency requirements. There are countries that are of exception to the English language requirement. And the deadline for this one is, it closes the 31st August, so meaning you have enough time. You just have to start because it requires time and it is really detailed, okay? So now that's one of the scholarship. Now let's go again. The other scholarship will be the graduate research scholarship, the Monash Graduate Scholarship. This is another one, the Monash Graduate Impact. Okay, this is basically bonus 2030 scholarship. And this again, this scholarship are awarded students whose research aligns with one of the university global challenges. Okay, but not many of these, because I think only for 2 people, and the value for the scholarship is 50,000. Okay, closes 31st October each year. Okay, so let's go again. Let's look at the other one. The other scholarship will be the graduate research Monash International Scholarship. This is another one. The Monash International, this is for bachelors, okay? In case you are a degree seeking student, it's up to 50,000. You'll be given 10,000 per annum for the duration of your degree, okay? It closes and there are up to 31 awardees, potential awardees. This is basically a catalog of the scholarships, but let's look at the Monash Graduate Scholarship, which I was talking about. So this is it again. The MGS are provided to Monash University to support domestic and international students undertaking research doctorate and research master's degree. Okay, it's available to support students with living costs while studying at Monash. So it's around 35,000. The number of offered is varies as well. To be eligible, so this is the benefit: a living allowance, which is around $2,000, and a relocation allowance as well, if eligible. Now, there are a number of tuition scholarship available to our international students that can be backed. So you apply, you get these ones because this one only cover living allowance and relocation grant. For you to be backed that, you have tuition scholarship as well, which we will be looking at shortly. And the eligibility, of course, this is our focus: international students. Okay, and you must meet the following: you meet the competitive scholarship selection process requirement and the English language. Okay, how to apply? You will see application for graduate research scholarship is done at the time of application for your course, unless you are already enrolled. So as soon as you apply, that's the time you should apply for this. Whether you are a new student or current student, the same application process is used for both domestic and or scholarship by our applicant portal. You do not need to specify which scholarship you are applying, as you are automatically considered for the graduate research scholarship. So you are automatically considered, which is why you just have to follow the procedure to apply. Okay, international students is 31st August, which I'll be looking at the procedure for you to apply. Now let's look at the Monash International Scholarship. Okay, and the Monash International Tuition Scholarship. So this is the scholarship you have to back with the Monash Graduate Scholarship. Okay, and it closes again the 31st August each year. The numbers varies. It's based on the applicable tuition fee. So I mean the amount of money. You see here covers the tuition fee and oversees student health cover. And you see the eligibility: international students, the Monash competitive scholarship selection requirement. I think we have to look at this one to know exactly the competitive, because it's part of the criteria. So now this is it. So basically all you have to do is just, these are basically the procedures now you need to follow to apply. Now applying with us, if you are looking to join one of the research degree programs, PhD or Masters by Research, there are three things you can do to prepare. First, you check your eligibility. The second one, you submit an expression of interest. So this is the area you really have to listen. And the last one is submit your application. Now, I'll take it step by step. Now, you have to check first if you're eligible. Okay. So basically, you just apply for admission, and once you get admitted, that's it. Now, centralized managed scholarship for Australian campuses are awarded through a highly competitive selection process in which your academic record, research output, and research experience are assessed. Similar to admission into a graduate research degree or centralized scholarship, have a set of eligibility criteria within which must be met. If you click on this, you have a PDF file. You're going to read: applicants who are applying for a joint award with Monash as the home institution are able to apply for centralized scholarship provided that the eligibility criteria is met. Okay, and scholarship consideration for Monash Malaysia is based on successful recipients of the admission. For further information, you can click on this. This is Indonesia, other countries. Now, as I said, if you just click on admission, you know you meet the minimum, the Monash University minimum requirement, like this one, the procedure. So our minimum academic entry requirements are outlined in our graduate research admission procedure. Okay, so if you click on this one, you have a book here. So if you click on this, the next one, this is the graduate research admission procedure. We are going to get a PDF, which I don't want us to, which you just have to look at, like you have a 4 years undergraduate degree. Okay, it's going to take some time. I just want to look at it just for you to be confident enough if you have to do it yourself. Okay, and this is it: procedure statement, admission to graduate research. So this is all basically what you have to read here. you read these bulletins. To be eligible for admission, applicants must meet the course-specific admission requirement. So if we click on a specific course, you will know the requirements, and we are going to look at that, okay? So let me just, it's loading, take some time. You just have to read all of this. A bachelor's degree, like 4 years in relevant discipline, a master's degree, a minimum qualification for admission to research programs, a bachelor's degree, you can see it here. Okay, so just basically take your time. I'm quite sure if you've done some research from your undergraduate and if you're ready for this, you possibly get. So let's go back to the procedure to apply. So we've talked about the eligibility. There's one area, I think. Okay, I think from here, I have to go back. Yes. Yes, so we are here. As I told you, so the language, if you click on this English language, there are countries that are of exception. Okay, the language instructions. You can see here, these countries. I can see my country here, Sierra Leone, the Republic of Ireland, Guinea, Nigeria, of course, Ghana. Okay, most of these countries are eligible for. So you don't need to provide any English language test. Okay, which is like a problem for most of us most times. So if you are not part of any of these countries, then meaning you have to submit one of these tests, either TOEFL or IELTS. So let's go back. Let me take you to, so now that's it. Then you submit an expression of interest. So even when you've looked at, you meet the requirements and all of that, okay, you don't just rush and apply. You have to submit an expression of interest. Prior to applying for graduate research degree, you will need to submit an expression of interest to the relevant faculty or academic unit. So now you have to look at these areas. They are like art, design and architecture, art, business and economics, education, engineering, information technology, law, medicine, pharmacies and pharmaceutical sciences, science, Monash Sustainable Development Institution. So you just click on one of these, which we are going to look at soon, and you will know the procedure, okay, for each of these academic units. Now, after, if your expression of interest is successful, the faculty will issue you an invitation to apply. So now the faculty is going to send you an invitation for you to apply now. Then you have to submit a formal application. Application for a PhD, research master's, course transfer, or centralized managed scholarship are submitted through the graduate research admission and scholarship application portal. So you click on this now, then you have to apply. Prior to starting your application, we strongly encourage you to review the application submission guide. Just take your time. Which details are required supporting documents, and provides further useful information on our graduate research admission and scholarship application portal. Okay, so now the key submission and outcome date. This is what we are looking at now. The RT open April 1st to 31st August. And you should be expecting, so meaning if you apply now by 2025, you should be expecting the following year enrollment period. Okay, so this is for readmission if you have been part of them. So now that's it. There's something. So now, as I told you, if you click on, let's say, engineering for a specific academic unit, you have the procedure how to apply. To apply to a graduate research, for a graduate research degree or a scholarship at Monash Engineering, please follow the following steps. Simple. Applicant wanting to apply for a scholarship should note the following, to note the scholarship round closing date. That's what we looked at. Okay, now you check your eligibility. Before beginning the application, make sure you meet your entry requirements. Okay, now look at it here. Of course, the English language, you've looked at it. You graduated in the top 10%. You graduated from a well-ranked university. Well-ranked doesn't mean that like globally, it may be by region. Okay, have authored or peer review research publication. Okay, or maybe from your undergraduate, and possess excellent written and verbal, score well in national graduate entrance exams. Now, once you are done, you meet this one, you find a supervisor. So this case, you find a supervisor. So each academic unit may be different. First, you look at the general academic admission requirement. Then specific now to the program. A Monash engineering research degree can be completed in any field of research where sufficient expertise and resources are available. You need to investigate the main research areas with the faculty and identify supervisors that are working in the field of interest. Information on finding a supervisor can be. So maybe I will look at this one shortly. But let's go first. So you find a supervisor, then after getting a supervisor, you submit an expression of interest. For this one, once you have identified a supervisor in the research area, please complete. So you now click this form and submit. You have to include now the supervisor. The form will be forwarded to your nominated supervisor for assessment, and you may be requested to attend an interview. Okay. Now, while you are submitting your expression of interest as part of the online expression of interest application, you will need to submit the copies of the following: official academic transcript, key A, key 2, first author publication, CV or resume, including publication. Because you are going for a research, you need to have at least a research proposal. Okay, evidence of satisfying English language current residency status, evidence of any scholarship currently receiving. So if you have any. Now, once that is done, you obtain an invitation to apply. Okay, now that's so if after assessing your expression of interest, the potential supervisor has the suitable resources and expertise to take you on a graduate research student, you'll be supplied with an invitation to apply. Please bear in mind that the academic and administrative staff receive a high volume of inquiries from potential students, and it may take up to 4 weeks, okay, to receive a response. So once you receive that, then you have now to apply. You submit now your formal application, okay. So there are 3 application options: you research degree and scholarship, research degree only, or scholarship only. Now, international student, these are the closing dates, 31st August, of course. I've done that one. Now, let's go to finding a supervisor. So if I click on this one, to find a supervisor is very simple. So now finding a supervisor by research interest or if known, a research name. You will find a researcher if you know by a research project or currently available. You said to explore the department and school, department of this, department of civil engineering. So you click on this. Maybe if I'm interested in civil engineering, just click on this. So once that opens up, professor, now academic staff, these are the professors. You look at what they do, okay? And you don't just research interest. We work at interface of engineering and physics, developing advanced computation. Just read. If it aligns with what you want to read, then you can click on them and read more about what they are doing, their publications, their research, and all of that. Now, interdisciplinary between human and environmental doing the urbanization. You can read. I'm not going to read all of this. Basically, these are different professors. Just look at them. Then you take their emails, because you have to reach out to them as well. Okay, you don't have to reach out. You basically find a professor, then you fill in the expression of interest form. Okay, so that's it basically, guys. I don't know if I have left anything. Okay, then because it's a process, you do your due diligence, take your time, do the step-by-step process, and wait until you hear from them. You move forward, they will guide you through the process. Okay, guys. So thank you for being with me. Please consider subscribing if this makes any sense to you, or if it's valuable for a friend, share it. Let's share the information. Let's reach out to a wider audience. And thank you so much for being with the channel. Your likes, your views will help me really. Thank you so much. I will not hide that from you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Even though I'm as well giving out information, but I think your views, your likes, and share has really helped me, okay, in developing this channel. Because if not for you, I won't be doing all of this. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in my next video.